Stay close. This way.
And you are certain your brother and your men can handle Arrakis when the time comes?
We will probably need your help, but yes. Until then, my men will be at your full disposal to deal with those other threats. Don't expect a dwarven elite army yet, but, well, we can handle our own.
Very well. One more thing before we conclude this conversation. High Hierophant Arrakis. What is your opinion of him, General?
I'm still trying to make up my mind.
I see. Be that as it may, there is still work to be done before we can restore the mosaic. Let me know once you've looked into all the trails.
General, is there anything I can help you with?
So long.
Tiara's light, General.
What do we have here?
Yes, General?
Hey, just checking in. Wanted to see how you're doing.
Fine. Thank you.
Fine? That's it? If something's wrong, you can tell me.
No, it's not that. I never thought I'd see beyond the Howling Steps. It's strange.
What do you mean?
I knew it would be different, but not this different. Like here in Greyfell, there are so many people crammed together. The walls feel like a basket collecting and trapping everything. And it's so loud. How does anyone stand it?
The walls make people feel safe. After the wars, who can blame them?
I guess. Although I don't know if I feel any safer with this many people breathing down my neck.
I imagine the Howling Steps must be very different. What's it like living there?
Nothing like this.
That's extremely vague. You're avoiding the question.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I'm not used to conversing with outsiders. It's hard to know what to say and what not to.
We're not that different from you, actually. Aside from the preference for walls.
Yes, I see your point. It's just that we're taught from an early age to only trust our own people. Outsiders are to be avoided.
In that case, I'm grateful you put your trust in me.
Well, the truth is, General, I don't know you. You seem to mean well, so far, but I'd be a fool to believe in words alone.
Fair enough. I'll let my actions speak for themselves then.
Yeah, that would be best. Anyway, you must be busy. Let us speak again some other time.
General, what is it?
I wanted to check in with you, see how you're doing. Especially after... well...
After we met Tahar's murderer? I appreciate the concern, but really, I'm fine. If anything, I'm glad that the murderer has a face now. Or a mask, in this case. I can't change that Tahar's gone, but I can make sure that the bastards responsible pay.
Are you sure you're okay?
Ellen's reigns, yes. Now can we please talk about something else?
I'd like to know more about the Purity Wars. About your fight against Rondar Lacane.
To be honest, I'd rather not talk about it.
How come?
Because it brings up memories that I'd rather leave buried for now. You know, some of the things we saw in that journey. I don't think I'll ever forget them. The smelter. The massacres committed by the Bane. Let's change the subject, alright?
What's your take on our companions?
Oh, so we're doing the gossip thing? Sure, why not? Who?
What's your opinion of Kaiawu?
Kaiawu? He reminds me of myself a little.
Why's that?
Well, he's clearly looking for his place in the world. I admire his strength, though. Defying his father, the chieftain of the tribe, and thus theoretically turning his back on his people. Takes guts to do that. Other than that, he's quite withdrawn and doesn't seem very interested in anything outside of his Jakku. Apart from you, that is.
From me?
Come on. Don't tell me you haven't noticed. You fascinate him. On a personal and, bodily level.
Well, that's a pity. I'm not into men.
I figured. But no reason to worry. I don't think Kaiawu is the kind of man who'd make a move on his own anyway. Either way, anyone else?
So, tell me a little more about yourself.
Personal or professional interest?
Mostly personal.
I see. Well, here's the deal. Ask me what you want. But I get to ask something in return.
All right. What do you do when you're not out in the field or working for the Circle?
You're asking about my pastimes? That's unexpected. I like nature. And I play cards.
Cards? You mean you gamble?
Sometimes, yeah. Not for high stakes, though. It's really just for fun. There are a couple of playing clubs down in Greyfell. You play too?
Not really. It's not my thing.
I get that.
What are your plans for the future?
You mean plans as in settle down, get fat with children, and grow old knitting in my rocking chair?
Is that what you want?
Not really. I mean, someday, yeah, but as you might know, in elven terms, I'm barely an adult. Also, I was never good with plans. Things change all the time, so what's the point anyway?
It really depends. Sometimes plans make sense, sometimes they don't.
I guess.
Well, thanks for letting me know.
Hold on. You're not getting off that easy. My question. Okay. I hope this isn't too personal. Was there ever a someone in your life? Like a significant other?
Am I sensing a subtext here?
Oh, no. That came out wrong. I mean, not that I'd, just answer the question, will you?
No.
Always the lone wolf, then. Huh. Where were we?
I'll see you around.
Yep.
What is it?
General.
Did you hear back from the Black Company's leader yet? We still need to find information on those rogue sleepers.
Good of you to ask. Yes, I have. And he agreed to meet us. We can make for Kalabrok as soon as you want. Oh, never mind.
What is it?
I wanted to ask you for a favor. There's someone I want to pay a visit to when we get to Kalabrok. Someone I have a score to settle with.
Who? What did he do?
She. Remember how I told you that I lost my family to the Bloodburn? I just found out that... Well, I have reason to believe that their death could have been avoided. By her. I promise you that there'll be no bloodshed. At least not if I can help it.
All right, but we must be quick about it. We can't afford to lose time.
I know. Thank you. Let me know when we can set out.
What's
Yes.
this?
Want to trade? Farewell.
Interesting.
Nothing new today.
Good thing I came prepared.
As Wraith orders the cohort to a sudden stop after a 2-day journey through the swamps of Lar, you cast him a questioning glance. He points to a mountain in the distance, towering towards the white blue sky. We're here. A moment passes before you notice the opening at the foot of the mountain, like a crack in the hull of an insect's egg. If there's information on those masked elves, then this is where we'll find it, he says as he steers his horse around and makes for Kalabrok.
I didn't think I'd ever come back here. At least not so soon.
How long has it been?
4 years.
I'm still surprised these guards let us through, no questions asked. We stand out like a bunch of goblins at a court ball.
As I said, the Exalted Father is on good terms with most other nations and puts a lot of effort into keeping it that way. In other words, as long as we conduct ourselves respectfully, we shouldn't get into trouble.
Are we free to talk to the citizens?
Yes. Though you can expect them to be reserved, most Dark Elves prefer to stay among themselves.
I always thought Lar was an imperialistic nation.
It used to be, before the War of the Six Races. Ever since, the Exalted Father has mainly focused on keeping the country in its current state. Make no mistake, though, the realm is merciless by human standards. Any kind of internal opposition is dealt with swiftly and brutally.
Fair enough. So, where do we meet this mercenary leader?
I arranged a meeting place. Come on.
Look out!
They're fools to challenge us.
Who were they? Thugs?
Derelicts, probably. Outlaws who abandoned their caste. Though these look like they just fled the communes a few days ago.
The communes?
Right. You wouldn't know. Dark Elven children are taken from their birth parents at the age of 4 and are given a concoction that wipes most of their memory. Then they are sent into the communes. Giant buildings where they live until they come of age, with hundreds of other children who were born the same year. These are their brothers and sisters, whereas the Exalted Father and his Queen become their parents from the time they enter the commune until they come of age.
Your son didn't grow up in a commune, though, did he?
No. We lived in a village near the border where laws weren't that strict. Also, being influential, as I was back then, allows different options when it comes to the upbringing of your child.
Figures. They wipe their memory? In other words, Dark Elves don't know their birth parents?
No. And reaching out to your child while it's still in the communes is a punishable crime. You'd also be wasting your time, because once your child has been given the concoction, you're no more than a stranger to him or her anyway.
The Exalted Father becomes their actual father. That's mostly symbolic, isn't it?
Symbolic, but deeply imprinted into their brains.
To what end, though?
To weed out the weak from the strong, and to determine which caste the child is most suitable for. Intelligence, strength, endurance, etc.
So they're raised and educated in the communes?
By the overseers, yes. Though they don't intervene too much, apart from training and teaching them. The idea is to let the pack, the children of each generation, develop their own hierarchy and dynamics.
Throw them into a pit and see who comes out on top.
Well said.
And the parents agree to this?
Well, they don't bake cakes and throw confetti to mark the occasion, but yes, they agree. The communes are an inseparable part of Dark Elven culture, and, albeit at a cost, they work. The communes provide every child with the same chance. That's more than can be said about Finon Mir or Nortanda culture.
And what happens to the weak?
Depends. Most of them just end up in endurance, doing farmer's work. Others die.
Strength, intelligence, and endurance. So, Dark Elven society is divided into castes?
Yes. The entirety of which constitutes the realm. Speech rules, strength fights, and wisdom preaches. But there are books on the matter if you wish to expand your horizon. Or we could talk once we're back in Greykeep.
I might get back to you on that. So, abandoning your commune or caste gets you outlawed.
You become a derelict, yes. You're not persecuted until you commit a crime, but you're basically locked out of society. Which, well, you know what desperation does. This group must have been very desperate, trying to mug people so close to the city center. Either way, let's push on.
You got it. Sure.
Look at that. A highbrow.
Are they talking about us?
About you. Just ignore them.
This.
A pale blood. We don't get many these days. What can I give you to ease your travels? A potion, maybe? Provisions?
Who are you? You don't look like most of the traders around here.
You're right, because I'm not. I'm a derelict.
And yet the guards let you trade here.
They do. I guess I can be quite convincing.
Let me see your wares.
Of course.
Good choice. Looking for potions and scrolls? I'm sure I have
What do we
just
have
what
here?
you need.
Try to keep up.
What's this? Out of the way.
Humans? Huh.
Probably traders.
Yeah, probably.
Interesting.
You know how to bargain, don't you? The best wares from Qualea to Nortander.
What do we have here? What's this?
Guess the smith isn't here.
But look, there's a note on his workbench. Gone hunting? That's not very helpful.
Well, maybe he'll be back later.
There. That's her. Scythe.
Wraith! You have some nerve sauntering about here unshrouded. Give me one reason why I shouldn't call the guards and have you hanged.
And you have some nerve threatening me after you killed my son and my wife.
What by Nor are you on about?
The Bloodburn. You knew it would come for our village because you had seen what it could do. And yet you didn't tell me. You simply left us to die.
Really? Is that what you tell yourself to help you sleep at night? I had as much reason to doubt the Bloodburn as you had. Yes, I had seen the village it destroyed before it headed our way. But back then, there were no indicators what it really was.
No indicators? The symptoms were...
Almost identical to the red fever, yes. Swollen limbs, blisters, bleeding from the orifices. Every scholar in his right mind would have dismissed these Bloodburn rumors as nonsense. Yes, I agree, we should have known it was something else by the time it hit Calabrok. But we both didn't. If anything, we both messed up. The only difference is that you refused to see how dangerous it was, even when I already had. Not even when your pretty wife begged you to flee. And even when you finally realized what you had done. You didn't face your error, no. You simply abandoned the realm and the Exalted Father altogether. And that, dear Wraith, is something I will not let go unpunished. You're coming with me.
What are you talking about? What happened?
Ask your friend, Paleblood.
Let's all calm down.
Shut your mouth, Pale Blood. You should be glad I'm not reporting you to the guard for traveling with a traitor.
I'm not coming with you, Scythe. You'll let us walk away now and pretend we were never here. Understood?
You're giving out orders? A derelict to a seer of the intelligence? I'll take down the lot of you myself if I have to.
Look, whatever happened between you, there's no need for this to get bloody. Believe it or not, we're on a mission to prevent something bad from happening, and Wraith is an essential part of it. Just let us go.
Mission? Huh. You're lucky I have a good sense of when people are lying, Pale Blood. Because you're not. Now get out of my sight.
Thank you. I shouldn't have provoked her.
Will you finally tell me what this was about now?
I can, if you want. But not here. We'll talk once we get back to the keep. Either way, thank you for this. Let's focus on the mission now.
Keep it up.
This is it.
There's no one here.
He'll be here in a minute. Let's...
Brother! How long has it been?
Not long enough.
As friendly as ever. So, this is the new Tahar?
Ellen's reigns. Catrus? Catrus Virtars?
I didn't realize I had Elven fans. Oh, wait. You're the Elven vagabond, aren't you? Neria?
This man is a criminal. He fought for Rondar Lacane during the Purity Wars. Give me one reason why we shouldn't kill you. And while you're at it, how in blazes did you survive?
After our fight, one of my men found me and saved me. Simple as that. Nasty little head wound. But it doesn't really matter, does it? What matters is that my affair with death made me put some things into perspective. Long story short, I realized that that I messed up.
So you realized you made a mistake and went straight back to Kalabrok to found another mercenary company? I don't buy it.
It's what I do for a living. But the Black Company is different. No more leg-breaker missions, no more working for warmongers. Look, I'm not saying that we're trying to save the world. I just don't want to be involved in shit like the Purity Wars anymore. And if I manage to do some good in the meantime, why the hell not? Now, can we stop with the dramatic backstories, please? Wraith told me about your mission, and I'd like to help you. Which is why the Black Company will reduce its rate to 300 gold pieces a day.
For an entire garrison? That's a steal.
It's enough to cover our expenses. Happy, brother? We can keep working together.
Great. On to the point. Do you know anything about a group of rogue sleepers that siphons the souls of civilians?
Siphons the souls of... All right. Start from the beginning. Quite the story. But yeah, I might be able to help. I didn't know about their new hobby, but I think I know who these sleepers are. And I'm sure I can dig up some good information on them. However, I want your help first. My daughter, Sarobi. I want you to find her.
Conditions? We're paying you.
I know, and I wouldn't ask this of you if it weren't important.
Fine. What happened to your daughter?
She fled her commune, after I encouraged her to do so. However, she's been missing ever since, and I'm starting to get worried.
She's become a derelict.
Yes. After I sent her a letter reminding her that life is too short to spend it slaving away for the exalted fucking father. Now, I want to find out where the hell she went, but I need to keep my head down. You, on the other hand, well, you could go looking for her.
Why do you need to keep your head down? Does the realm have a quarrel with the Black Company?
Well, half of my men are derelicts who deserted the Strength, the exalted father's army. Plus, I myself have a colourful history with the realm.
Catras was a high-ranking officer in the Strength before he chose to run away and found the Deathmen. There's a bounty on his head high enough to buy a castle in Leonida.
Though that was 20 years ago, it's not as if there are headhunters stalking me around every corner. Why do you always have to be so dramatic, brother?
If you're wanted, then why stay in Kalabrok?
Sarobi. Once I know she's safe and sound, I'll leave. Probably even for Greykeep if you still want our help.
What about Sarobi's mother?
Bad subject. Let's not go there.
So your daughter knows you. Wraith told me children are given a...
Concoction that erases their memory, yes. Sarobi drank it too.
So she doesn't remember you?
She doesn't. But I remember her. And I won't have the realm turn her into a mindless hull they can use as cannon fodder. I won't. All those people. They know nothing but the crap the realm's been spoon-feeding them from the day they were born. Live, obey, die, that's it. They'll never hear the sound of a Thin-and-Mere harp, know the touch of an Empyrean woman, or see the sunset over the Sea of Dreams. All they'll remember when they die are these goddamn caves, the pointed roofs of the temples, and the bloody smell of moss and mouldy shit seeping through those tunnels like some... I don't know, you get the point. So even if my daughter doesn't remember my face, I want her to know that she deserves better.
Noble words, Catras. I'm surprised.
Why do you keep calling Wraith your brother? Are you related?
We were in the same pack back when we were children.
You mean you grew up together?
Yes, though that doesn't mean that we're close. Technically, every child who grew up in the same commune could be considered my brother or sister.
Though I do have a special place in your heart, don't I?
Of course.
What did you write in that letter?
Just that I wanted to have a proper life. And how she could get out of that place without getting caught. Which she did. As my men told me, Sarobi hasn't been seen in the communes for over a fortnight now. However, she hasn't contacted me yet. And that worries me. Find her, and I'll look into that murderous sleeper cult of yours. Plus, you'll get the Black Company's full support in stopping Sir Evil God. You have my word.
Won't us snooping around Kalabrok raise suspicion?
Actually, it won't. Catras is right about us being the perfect candidates for the job. A servant of the realm is expected to abide by 100 rules and conventions, whereas people will probably dismiss any odd behavior on our end as humans being humans.
Makes sense. What does your daughter look like?
Tall, slender, long white hair, bit of a pointy nose. She got that from her mother. I suggest you start by asking Tevos. According to my sources, he's her closest friend in the pack. Last time we saw him was near the southern precipice. He's tall, has chin-long hair, and quite the pretty face. I'll be here, so let me know when you have a lead.
Go ahead. Good to see you again, General.
Have you by chance seen two dwarves in the city?
Funny you should ask. I did actually, about a week back. The boss mentioned the mess going on with the dwarves, so they caught my attention.
And?
And I had them watched. One of them went around trying to get a letter couriered, so I posed as a messenger and took it. Turns out it was just a letter from a homesick boy to his father. Here, take a look for yourself.
Thanks for the letter. Did they mention where they were headed next?
No, and I didn't ask. The other one, his friend, had the most intense stare. Once I realised they were homeless, I wanted to have the conversation as soon as possible.
Okay. I'll be going.
Farewell.
All right. Let's find that boy, Tevos. I know the way.
Good to see you again, General.
What's your opinion of Catras?
You do know I'm standing right here, don't you?
Nice try, General. I know better than to gossip while the boss is around.
You wanted to discuss something?
Ah, yes. Since we'll be working with you for the foreseeable future, I thought you might want to invest in us.
Invest? We're already paying you.
For our superior service, yes. But we could do even more for you. Be more.
Okay, I'm interested. What would I have to do?
It's simple. The company only requires one material. Crab dung.
Crab dung?
Yes. Our alchemists need it for a myriad of things. All you have to do is keep an eye out for it on your travels. Bring it back to me, and I'll put it to good use.
You expect me to believe the Black Company's secret is crab excrement?
I know how it sounds, but that's how it is. It's one of our many secrets. Concoctions, poisons, explosives. You have no idea what the stuff is good for. Do you know what our potions are brewed from?
I don't. And let's keep it that way. I'll let you know if I find any.
Fantastic. Good luck, General.
I'll be going.
Farewell.
Interesting.
Good to see you again, General.
Interesting. I'll be going.
Farewell.
Really?
I don't see anybody.
Damn it. Then we have to go search for him.
Aye. Well met. Well met, my friend. A refreshing sight to see a pale blood in these caves. I'm Kel, merchant of the most exquisite wares in...
You said you can help us. We're looking for someone. A young man. Tall, long hair, good looking. His name is Tevos.
Yes, I know the dream dust addict. And yes, I can help you. But for some strange reason, I can't seem to remember. Who knows? Maybe some coin or your help with the delicate matter could help jog my memory.
What do you need our help with?
Oh, nothing too taxing. Do you see that trader over there? I only need you to deliver these flowers to her.
It would mean more to her if you delivered them.
No, no, no. She needs to get the flowers first. She's beautiful, smart, kind. A guy like me has no chance. You'll see when you speak to her.
Uh-huh. Why'd you need us for this?
I can't leave my wares unattended. Look, there's no catch to this. I just need these flowers delivered.
All right, we'll do it. Give me the flowers.
Right away. Thank you, Pale Blood. I'll be waiting.
What do we have here?
We meet again, Pale Blood.
Someone asked me to give you this.
Oh, my, aren't they beautiful? May I ask who it was that sent you?
Kel, a trader who has his stand on the western end of the square.
Him? Such a sweet man. Will you bring him this as a token of my gratitude? I'd be eternally grateful.
I'm not.
Thank you, Pale Blood. You're a treasure.
Yes! Yes, yes, yes! It's about time
You were expecting me?
Of course! You think I posted that ad for shits and giggles, that I was hiding in the bushes waiting for someone to read it so that I could go, tee-hee, fooled you. No! Although I wasn't expecting a human to answer it. No matter, I'm sure you can learn on the job.
You must be mistaken. I don't know about any ad.
Oh, come now. There's no need to be shy. The name's Gildan Varys, Second Lieutenant of the Exalted Father's Strength. A retired. Go on, your turn. Name and current employment, if any.
General Arev, Commander of the Wolf Guard. What's this about exactly?
General? Funny name to give someone, but who am I to judge? Can't say I've heard of the Wolf Guard either, but I suppose it will do. So congratulations, you're in. But no time for celebrating. We need to get to work, apprentice. William won't summon himself.
Who or what is William?
Oh, look at you asking insightful questions. Good job, apprentice. I like to encourage curiosity. I've always envisioned myself as a mother moth, flitting from light to light, leaving dots of knowledge with which to cocoon themselves, and...
Tiara's breath, just to answer the question.
Impatience is not a virtue, apprentice. Anyway, William is my demon. or will be. The ritual awaits. I was going to do it alone, but I'm glad I waited. One mistake with this summoning and kapow! There'll be a smear on the ground. But now you're here, we can proceed.
This isn't a good idea, Gildan. Don't do this.
First of all, you should address me as Master. But I'll overlook it this time. Second, that isn't your call to make. Either you follow my instructions, or this will be the shortest apprenticeship in the history of apprenticeships.
Okay, I'll help you. What do you need?
That's what I like to hear. Take a look at this. I've been scratching my head over it for the past moon, so now it's your turn.
This must be ancient. It's covered in dust.
Hmm? Oh, no. That's just the dandruff. Don't mind that. What's important is what it says. Give it a read, and then meet me over at the ritual site. We only get one shot at this, apprentice. My William is counting on you.
Lead on then.
My apprentice! I hope you studied hard. I'll start the incantations, you handle lighting the stones.
General?
What's this? Interesting.
Yes! That's it! You did it! Good work, apprentice!
Where am I? Wait, no! Not again!
What do we have here?
I knew you could do it, apprentice! You've made me so proud!
You helped drag me back to this place!
Wait, Gildan summoned you before?
He won't leave me alone!
Now, William, that's enough. I think you've mastered all there is for me to teach you, Apprentice General. Here, your payment. Good luck. Keep studying. Come, William. Let's go home.
Well, that was unexpected.
Hobby necromancy never ends well.
Over here.
Back already?
We did as you asked.
You did? And, how did she react?
She wanted me to give you this as a token of gratitude.
A gift for a gift? Oh, what a marvellous woman. Well then, you upheld your end of the bargain, so I'll uphold mine. I'll tell you all about Tevos. And here, take this. I found it down in the swamps. Don't think I can sell it. You might have use for it though. Now, Tevos comes here every morning to get his daily sniff of dust. He's buying it from a man named Iveth. Except that today they got into an argument and Iveth and his men took him away.
What do you know about this Iveth?
Only that he's involved in a lot of shady business, and that he's someone you don't want to cross if you value your intestines.
There's a drug ring in Kalabrok?
There's a drug ring in every city on EO, my friend. Even if the speech denies it. All that dust must come from somewhere, mustn't it?
Any idea where they took him?
Someplace with less guards around, I suppose. Probably one of their hideouts. And yes, since that's what you're going to ask next, I can point you in their direction. Just don't complain to me when you come back a head shorter.
We can handle ourselves.
I knew you were going to say that. Well then, here you go. Pleasure doing business with you.
Sure.
One. But I told you, I just need one more day. There's this new boy in the communes, and his parents are smuggling in money to help him through.
Sorry, Tevos, you've had...
What's going on here?
None of your goddamn business, Pale Blood. Now, unless you're here to pay us the money this little shit owes us, I suggest you take your authoritative Pale Blood attitude and shove it where the sun don't shine.
Aren't you a likable fellow?
We're agents of the Queen and are here by decree of the Exalted Father. You don't want to cross us.
Oh, really? And assuming that were true, why the fuck would we care? We don't give a shit about the Exalted Father.
Because you don't want to draw attention to that little business of yours. Murdering an agent of the Queen. Even if you manage to kill us, the intelligence will investigate.
Tell me one thing. Why? What business does an agent of the Queen have with a bloody dust addict?
That little shit is part of our mission. We won't let you harm him.
Well, I'm probably gonna regret this, but fine. Come on, boys, we're leaving. The little shit isn't worth the trouble.
Thank you. By now they would have killed me. They would have really done it.
Pay your debts next time.
I was going to. Who are you anyway? And what do you want from me?
We're looking for a friend of yours, Sarobi.
Sarobi? And I'm not sure I can help you, because I haven't seen her in weeks. And we're not exactly on good terms anymore.
Let me guess. You were more than friends?
We were. But I messed up. And after that she became strange. When that weird woman started showing up, it only got worse.
So, members of the same pack are allowed to have relationships?
Well, the overseers don't exactly encourage it, but they also don't prohibit it.
As I said, General, the idea is to let the pack do its thing. Relationships and sexuality are natural processes.
What do you mean by she became strange?
Withdrawn, moody. She'd spend hours in the training rooms, slashing away at the dummies as though she was trying to butcher them. She'd snap at everything. And when she wasn't training, she was in the library reading the Exalted Father's scriptures. Frankly, it was disturbing to see her like that. Sarobi was always driven, but there was also a warm, kind-hearted girl under that surface.
I see. When did you split up?
That was, I don't know, 10 months ago, a year?
You don't remember?
I do, but the dust, it makes everything so blurry.
How'd you mess up?
I don't know. Is this really important?
If you want us to find Sarobi, then we need the full story. Just spit it out.
Fine. I stole from her. For years.
To pay for your drugs.
Yes! Damn it! To pay for the fucking dust! For a while, I made her believe it was one of her bunkmates. But one night, she caught me red-handed. I told her this had nothing to do with my love for her, but she wouldn't listen. She saw it as a betrayal of everything we had, but it wasn't. Is that so hard to understand? She was the only one I could take that money from because I knew she wouldn't give me up to the overseers. I loved her, and I still do. If it weren't for that goddamn dust.
Did you ever try to make up?
Of course I did. Dozens of times. She refused to even speak to me.
Well, we all make mistakes. What matters is that we learn from them.
I know. And I have. The hard way.
If you knew Sarobi well, do you have any idea why she fled the commune?
Not really. They say that she's become a derelict, but that just doesn't add up. She was always so pious, so dedicated to the realm, so why should she run away? All the more reason to be worried. Maybe she got, I don't know, abducted.
Somehow I doubt that.
What weird woman?
She was from intelligence, a mage. Whenever she came to the commune, she would take Sarobi aside for special training. Apparently, she taught her advanced magic. Something about the veil.
Why did she choose Sarobi?
Why? Because she was bloody good at what she did, that's why. She was as good a fighter as a student.
The veil. Isn't that what separates our reality from others?
It's the fabric between dimensions. That woman must have taught her how to conjure. It's the art of glimpsing into other realities, or even transporting elements of them into ours. If Sarobi has been taught how to conjure, that might actually help us.
Transporting elements from other realities into ours. Isn't that dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous. Not only could creatures like the God of Light enter our world that way, tampering with the veil can also have damaging effects on one's sanity. But as I said, if Sarobi has been conjuring, that could lead us right to her. To interact with the veil, one needs a special kind of talisman, which allows the arcanist to see the places where the veil can be altered. And if one does alter it, it leaves a trail which we could follow. The question is, where do we get a vinculum?
I might have an idea, but it'll cost you.
You're joking.
All right. The crypts. I saw them bury a high-up from the intelligence recently. Maybe you can find one of those linculums there.
Worth a try.
Fine. Let's get to it then.
Good luck. And here. I think I owe you this. It's a key to the Kalabrok tunnels. That'll make it easier for you to get down into the swamp without anybody noticing. Just make sure she's all right, will you? I know she doesn't care about me anymore. But if anything were to happen to her, oh well. You know what I mean.
All right then. Let's get down into the swamps. The boy's right. The tunnels are probably our best bet.
Huh. Interesting.
You ever wonder what it's like up there?
In the temple?
No, up there. The world above.
Shh! Keep your voice down. What's wrong with you?
Sorry. Forget I said anything.
You there, Pale Blood. Come over here for a moment, will you?
Here we go again.
Really?
I did. So shameless.
Do you think he'll actually stray?
Nah, he's not the type to go derelict. Leave it to the wisdom. They'll straighten him out.
Ah, you're right.
What is it? We're just travelers.
Don't worry, you're not in trouble. Say, Pale Blood, you see and hear a lot of things with your pale eyes and your pale ears, don't you? What would you say to making a little extra coin on the side?
We're not interested.
Are you sure? If you're worried about disturbing the realm, don't be. This can be our little secret. All you have to do is let me know if you have any interesting information to pass on. In exchange, a little gold to weigh down your pockets. What do you say?
What kind of information are you talking about?
Oh, just things you'd see, hear, notice. Kalabrok is a big place. Misdeeds will try to hide in every damn corner.
You have a deal. You keep this quiet, and I'll bring you what I know.
Of course. I think you'll find this arrangement to be ideal for us both. Come back if you hear anything juicy. I'll be here.
Shit.
Are you okay?
What? Who? Oh, a pale blood. I mean, no offense. I wasn't expecting to run into anyone over here.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I was admiring the melancholy of abandoned architecture. Noel's claws. Okay, don't look at me like that. I was doing a ritual and... I made an error in the incantation. Next thing I know, boom, undead everywhere.
You were doing a ritual all the way out here?
Well, it's a perfectly good spot. I was only trying to show the old bat what I was capable of. Oh, hey, you look like you have great undead banishing weapons. What do you say? I can pay you.
Okay, I'll take care of those undead for you.
Oh, I knew it. I knew you would. Here, this key unlocks the old commune. Let me know when they've been dealt with. I'll wait here.